And we know that these people on this sign fall into that. And you're going to have so-called dark-skinned people that are Edomites as well. They're not Israel. You know? Where was I? It says, like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. Yeah, man. See? So the heathens, the natural heathens, the natural Gentiles, they can't receive it, man. You know? They can't receive it. And we know that 2/3 can't receive it. But speaking in context of the scripture, it's saying that the other nations are going to witness this, man. The deliverance. The power of Yahweh for his people. You know? See, there's a scripture that's coming to my mind. This is Sirach 36:1. Have mercy upon us, O Lord Yahweh of all, and behold us. Who was that? Us, Israel. Israelites, Hebrew Israelites. And send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations, and let them see thy power. You see, so they're going to witness that great power, that deliverance. The chariot's going to crack the skies, and they're going to be everywhere, man. You know, there's chariot sightings right now. So-called UFO sightings everywhere being published on YouTube and different platforms on the internet for people to visualize, man, to witness. Some of them are fabricated, some of them are real, man. But the Bible is the ultimate witness to testify that these things are real. And they're going to come to pass, man. Right? It says, as thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. And let them know thee, as we have known thee, that there is no God but only thou, O Yahweh. See? But let them know thee. Let them know that you are the only true power of Israel. Alright? Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? Kwam Yasha'Allah. Yasha'Allah is the Hebrew for Israel. It says, show new signs and make other strange wonders. Right? And that's what's been going on, man. There's many infallible proofs to prove that Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai exists. You know? To these punk-ass atheists, these non-believers. Alright? And more people are getting, you know, more stirred up in their own spirit. They're knowing that something's going to happen. They don't know which way to turn. That's why this thing is beautiful that we have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because not everybody can find it, man. Not everybody is not easily attained. Wisdom of Solomon acknowledged that. That part of wisdom is that who she belongs to, whose gift she is, man. It says, show new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Raise up indignation and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. You see? So there's an enemy that has to be destroyed, man. Somebody has to die. Somebody is a bad guy. It doesn't make us bad guys because we're saying that. That's the thing with these people. The people got this weak, stupid mentality to think that. That's what the Bible said. You have a good guy and a bad guy in every book, every movie, every story, every account, history, historically, scientifically, even within our own bodies. You got foreign entities coming in, whether it be spiritual, whether it be a germ or micro, right? These certain toxic radicals that try to get into our bodies and destroy our cells. And then you got the good that fight against it to take it out. You know? You got certain filters, you got your lymphatic system, white blood cells, red blood cells, and they all do their thing to combat against these foreign entities that try to come into the body. But when we speak about it, it's like, oh man, you're wrong, they look at you crazy. You know? If anything, they should humble themselves and repent and hope that there is, like I told this individual, all you can do is hope, man. But believing is the beginning, man. These little punk ass white boys, these Edomites are gonna be destroyed, man. Thinking they're all badass and tough. Scoffers and mockers are gonna be destroyed by Yahweh Shemal Washai, man. You know? It says, make the time short, remember the covenant, and let them declare thy wonderful works. Let them that escape be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let them perish that oppress the people. Who are those people that are oppressed? Israelites. This is Zephaniah 3:12. I will also leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of Yahweh. Right? In the midst of the people, which are other nations. Like I said, that Israel was dispersed from the four corners of the earth, mingled among the heathen. But that the Lord was going to leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people, and oppressed people. And they shall trust in the name of the Lord Yahweh. The remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies, neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth, for they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. Sing, O daughter of Zion, shout, O Israel, be glad and rejoice with all the heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. The Lord hath taken away thy judgments, he hath cast out the enemy, and the King of Israel, even the Lord, is in the midst of thee. Thou shalt not see evil anymore. It's a promise, man. That's the covenants. You know? Somebody is a bad guy, somebody is the good guy. Somebody is being watched over by the Heavenly Father of righteousness, and somebody's being watched over by Satan, the adversary, the wicked, the unrighteous. And then in between is a judgment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard. I understood it, but some people can't accept it. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's because they're wicked. No, maybe because they have a guilty conscience. You know what? I do know what the Bible tells us. Isaiah 30. They don't want this place to cease. They don't want to stop doing their iniquity. You know? They want to continue to be wicked. They don't want Yahweh to come back and make things right. They love being filthy animals. Right? Like in the movie Home Alone, when he played that video, he was scaring out those robbers. And he's like, I'm gonna give you a count of 1 to 3 or 1 to 10. And he had a Tommy gun. He started counting down, and he smokes that individual in his office. And he goes, he calls him a filthy animal. You know, it's the way he said it. It's kind of funny, you know what I mean? Like, but that's what these people are, man. They're filthy. They're pigs wallowing in their own mire, man. In the mire, mud. Okay. Going back to Sirach 36:10. Smite and sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen that say there is none other but we. That's right. And that's how they have the mentality now. Like this individual wanted, you know, he believes in the old plantation Christianity doctrine, man. Thinking that it's...
Where's Pay Andy at?
Who?
Pay Andy.
Pay Andy?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
The alleys with all the paintings on them?
Oh, the graffiti.
Yeah.
Take a left right here, yo. And on that first light you come up to, make another right. And there's going to be some right here to the left on this next street. So make a left, then make a right, and look to your left.
All right.
Already. Yeah. Where was I? Salakia. Oh yeah, let me finish what I lost my train of thought. Zephaniah 3 and 16. In that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, fear thou not, and to Zion, let not thy hands be slack. That's right. What does it mean? Not let our hands be slack. Hey, applying yourself, coming out here doing the work, making the videos, speaking prophecy, edifying the people, educating the people, right? Teaching the people. Okay? Whether they hear or forbear, that's our job. That's what our job is to do. Okay? Let not our hand be slack, man. The Lord's hand ain't slack. He's speeding things up for the elect. Because he knows we want to get out of here, man. We're tired of fucking being here. You know? Hoping that this was it, man. And seeing these people's proud ass looks, it pisses us off. But that's to get certain brothers, I guess. I believe to get certain brothers in that mode of being pissed, man. You know, some brothers may be complacent. Some brothers may be not complacent, but, you know, just easy going. Not really affected. You know? Just to show you, man, that how these people can go from being afraid, then out of nowhere being proud. Smiling and happy and thinking everything's a damn joke. That shit's annoying as fuck. That's like a fucking girl, like a woman. You know? Like a woman that's always playing games. Oh, I love you, but I don't love you no more. And just doing all that BS that's unnecessary. You know? Instead of just being, you know, containing herself, containing himself. Not being so emotional. Not being so shaken or moved. That brings confidence to other people, man. That shows that, hey, ain't nothing to worry about. Now, I ain't saying being simple. That we know, you should know when something's serious. Just fall back. Get yourself out of harm's danger. Shut down. Right? But nonetheless, man, if you keep having that type of mentality, it gets old, man. So the Lord made this happen. It's part of the prophecy. It's part of the beginning of sorrows. And it's a matter of time when it just can't take it anymore, man. It's crazy. Esau has to fulfill. He got to fulfill his full in his belly, man. And what is that? The RFID chip, the world dominance, new world order, man. We know this. Okay? Zephaniah 3 and 16. In that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, fear thou not, and to Zion, let not thy hands be slack. The Lord thy power in the midst of thee is mighty. He will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. Yeah, man. We're going to be singing the song of Moses, rejoicing in that day when they're caught up in the chariots. And right now we're singing this new song, man. We're bringing the glad tidings. And amongst that, we're bringing the bad things, the good and the bad, the ugly parts of the Bible, the parts that people don't want to hear, teaching, educating, whether they want to hear or forbear, whether they believe that the Gentiles are Israelites. We don't care. The Bible is the truth. The Israelite foreigners were considered Gentiles, were cast out, outcasts, not only by Yahweh, but also by the Israelites that were still carrying on the law, the custom and traditions, the Messianic law. Okay? They were looked at as Gentiles, rejects. They weren't part of the group. But the Lord came back and said, hell no, that's not the way it's supposed to be. All those that believe in me shall be saved. But all those ones are Israelites, the elect, the remnant. You understand? It's simple, man. And I ain't trying to be condescending or smart ass or smart aleck. It's in black and white, man. You know? It makes it's joy. And it's not and we want to share that joy with these people, man. And to rejoice and be like, man, you know, and hug one another and shake hands with another and see that same joy within each other. And to be like, yes, that is the truth. That's why I'm smiling and laughing and saying it the way I'm saying it. Not to condescend or be smart ass or smart aleck. You got certain people that have commented on my video telling me I'm being proud. I'm not being proud, man. You're just fucking probably convicted. I don't know. Maybe you're jealous. You know? Maybe you're mad that you can't get the truth. That you can't accept it. Maybe you're mad because you can't go out there and teach. It ain't that hard. Zephaniah 3:18, I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly. That's right, man. Y'all about Shem Yahushai. He's the one that's gathering this. This is orchestrating this thing, not me. I didn't wake up one day and be like, oh, I want to serve the Lord. I witnessed certain people in my family reading the Bible. I was interested. Like I remember, you know, a kid. Oh, you don't want to hear about no reading and shit like that. You wants to be out there playing, throwing rocks, you know, climbing trees, getting on top of the roof of the house, jumping off the roof, getting into some shit out there outside. I remember I used to be running, playing, occupied in that, and then boom, I would see my grandmother reading the scriptures, and I would stop, boom, like in my tracks, and I'll go to her and be like, what are you reading? And she would tell me whatever she was reading, and she would explain the story while she would read, and it grew on me. And you know, I was from an early age, man. I was in elementary. I was probably like in third grade, man. I'm gonna say the least. And it just started. When I got in my teenage years, I started taking it into my own hands to read. The dreams started coming. Then the Spirit started speaking to me on my mind, telling me that I need to preach. But I didn't just wake up, boom, I wanted to go out there and start doing it, man. You know? It takes time. It's the Lord that does it. He does His work. You know? Well, matter of fact, I wanted to read all that in Sirach or Baruch. But let me jump down to verse 30. Baruch 4:30. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Right, Jerusalem, Yerushalayim, right, was the city of peace, right, or the teaching of peace, I believe. For he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. Talking about Esau, Edom, all right, America, Great Babylon, spiritually known Sodom and Egypt. So shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. Right, Great Babylon, America. O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High. What is the joy that come unto thee? The gospel, man. Salvation. These words being uttered, recited unto you. Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. Right? The outcast. That he sent away. They cast it away from his sight. Why? Because they disobeyed. Lo, thy sons come, they're being gathered together. Whom thou sentest away, they come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High. And that's plain, man. Okay? So I'm going to finish this, go back to Sirach 36, Zephaniah 3 and 18. I will gather thee that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Behold, at the time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. That's right. So as brothers, we're gonna receive that fame. You know. You know, my city has grown so much from the time that I came, when I started preaching, and you know, for the maybe 5 years, 6. There's people out here that still know who I am. You know, there's a lot of people. You know, and I ain't worried about that, but I'm saying the Lord's bringing fame, and ultimately He's gonna bring fame again when they see that strangeness of our salvation. Lord, when I'm part of that number, when we're in the chariot, they're gonna say He was part of those saints. We fools accounted His live madness, right? Even these people out here, you know, they all knew when the other brother was with me. They all knew us. You know, some of them liked, some of them hated us, some of them liked, some of them liked us, some of them disliked us. You know, but that's part of it. It comes with the platform and serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We're going to be spoken evil of, right? And some of it, they're going to be spoken of being good. It says, Zephaniah 3 and 20, and at that time I will bring you again, right? But this is the second recovery, the second deliverance. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all the people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's right. It's like I was telling this individual, man, that the Gentiles are the Israelites. They're being gathered together. And there's under heaven, on the earth, under one doctrine, under one name. And we're going to see eye to eye, speak one mouth, meaning one doctrine, one teaching, which is the teachings of Yahweh Shah. So I'm going to finish this one in Sirach 36 and 11. Gather all the tribes of Jacob together, and inherit thou them, as from the beginning. You see? As from the beginning, because that was who the covenant, the promises, the inheritance were going to: Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, starting with Adam all the way down with Seth, Methuselah, Noah, Shem, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the 12 tribes of Judah, all the way down to Issachar. It says, O Lord, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name, and upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn. O be merciful unto Jerusalem, thy holy city, the place of thy rest. Fill Zion with thine unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be thou found faithful. That's right. So the prophets, only Israelites can be prophets, man. Okay? The high priest or the priest are Levites, according to the in the Old Testament. But now we're all a holy priesthood. Okay? But you have to be of that line, man. Israelite. You gotta be a Hebrew Israelite. And a prophet, a true prophet, comes from within those tribes. This is 1 Peter 2 and 9. But you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that you should show forth the praise of him who had called you out of darkness into his marvelous light, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of the Most High, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. Talking about those Israelite foreigners, man. All right. Sirach 36 and 17. O Lord, hear the prayer of thy servants, according to the blessing of Aaron over thy people, that all they which dwell upon the earth may know that thou art the Lord and the eternal power. That's right. And that's our job, is to make known that. And the Lord is also doing it, but we're declaring it. We're giving the answers to what these sightings that people are seeing in the heavens. These blood moons, these solar, lunar eclipses, these tsunamis, these earthquakes, these pestilences. You know, we're giving the answers to those things by way of the scriptures. This is Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before thee, Salakia, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries, against great evils, against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. See, we're not telling you peace is coming. Peace is going to come after the destruction of Great Babylon, aka America. All right, spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. When we're caught up in the chariots and we're brought back down, then the Lord is going to restore everything once and for all. But before it gets better, it's going to get worse. There's going to be destruction, man. The day of doom is approaching. Of fervent heat by way of ICBM missile. That's what's coming, man. Race riots, race wars, murders, rapings, destructive. Every person is going to reveal themselves. Every person under heaven is going to be revealed of what resides in their heart, man. If they're spiritual or they're carnal. Meaning they're governed by their flesh or they're governed by their spirit of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that comes from up on high. You have bloodthirsty men out here. Animals are going to be destroying. The pestilence is going to be out here destroying. The sword. Everything is going to be it's going to be horrible out here, man. This is Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay? That day is great, man. It's going to be evil out here. Bad. Okay? So, Israel's going to be saved out of it, the elect. So, I hope that was edifying to you brothers out there. Y'all brothers stay strong. Keep pushing. Keep doing the work. Keep the faith. All right. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, all praises and glory and honor go to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai first and foremost above anything and everybody. Okay? Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth, striving for the hopeful elect, enduring afflictions, and seeking out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai B'Shem Rakakudash Barakatam Akim. Double honors to the elders of the great millstone. You know, much love to all you brothers out there that are sincerity and truth striving, man. So with that, shalom.